Yeah. This is SFS for Wrestling presents the Wrestling Podcast Down the Road. But when? When? But when? And how? And why? And where? But when? Yes, now we get into the important bit of the wrestling, and that is obviously no day like the present day. No day like a bloody fucking present. It's actually a very nice day in England today. It's not usually nice. It's usually fucking pissing down. But it's rare, you know. Well, especially these days with global warming, but it's very rare to get a clear blue sky. Not a day goes hard, don't get hard, don't ask why. Sorry, I just but yeah, nice clear blue sky. I might have a joint. A joint today. I usually save joints till later on at night, but I don't know. I'm feeling in a bit of a vibe at the moment. You know, it's been very peaceful vibes. You know. Just been swimming as well, doing the butterfly and swimming. It does every muscle up, the butterfly. I think it's the best technique for swimming. You know, the butterflies, you dip your head under. I try and go as deep as I can. It's like I'll go up, you know, like straight. So I keep my body straight, but arch my back a little, but then go really under, but keep my head straight as I go up. So it's like someone's dragging my head basically with a rope straight vertically up to the surface. It's fucking mint, man. It's like a state of flow, man. It's like a fucking Kundalini shit, man. I feel that fucking that spine, that the vibrations in the motherfucking spine that go up to the top of your head. Like people saying Kundalini, I feel that every time I go swimming and do the butterfly. You know, because your head goes vertically up underwater. I think it's very good for every part of the body, even the brain, I heard. Even though my brain is fucked. But, yeah. That's what it is. But, I don't know, I just feel good because of the weather and everything. But, I don't know, maybe I won't smoke a joint. Maybe I'll wait until 8 o'clock tonight. Because, I want to review this and make this professional. Now we're reviewing WWE Raw, which was in London. SmackDown was in London, and that set up a quite interesting triple threat match between Roman Reigns, Seth Rollins, and Punk. And I think, obviously, the favour with Paul Heyman and Punk is going to play a major factor in that matchup, as well as Seth and Roman's history. Their problem's really personal and Punk's is more professional. But I don't know what I like the most out of Punk and Reigns, you know. It's very hard to pick. You know, and I really like Seth Rollins, man. Don't get me wrong. Seth Rollins is the most unselfish wrestler in today's business. And, you know, I just think, you know, the whoa, it's got a bit stale, that's all. You know, like Seth Rollins' gimmick, like the architect gimmick, when he cashed in the Money in the Bank, you know, that was fucking golden. That gimmick where he had J&J Security, I love that gimmick. I love this gimmick at first, but it's gotten a bit, you know, stale, which is probably not Seth's fault. And Seth is a great in-ring worker, you know. He's very similar to Shawn Michaels. And throughout the years, you know, he started off being like a kind of indie, really great athletic worker, really indie style worker, similar to trying to be like Shawn Michaels. But throughout the years, he kind of slowed down and kind of paced his moves a bit more, you know. Got more into the psychology of the business, which is good. Anyway, we're going to get into this week's Raw. It was from the O2 Arena in London. You know, I do like the UK fans, but to be honest, I get a bit annoyed. I get it because, you know, at the fucking you're at a stadium, and you know I've been to football matches and shit like that, and you just chant bullshit. That's what you do. You know, whether it's at the opposing team, whether it's at the referee chanting "You Scouse bastard," or chanting to the other team "You sin United, now fuck off home. You sin United, now fuck off home." You know, that type of shit. But you know, I don't know why they do it. Are they doing it to show off to the American people to say, this is how we do it over here? Yeah, I could get it. Our fans over here are a lot more fucking rowdy and passionate fans to what team or whoever we support than America are. That's just a fact in my opinion, right? Come on, man. Just look at the fucking football matches. You know, you can't, especially Manchester United, you can't get fucking crowds like that. You don't see crowds like that anywhere in the world. I remember, right, it was Bruno versus Tyson, 1996, when Tyson won the title back, yeah? And that whole fucking arena was chanting, fucking England, 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 England. And all the fucking American fans were like, what? Huh? You know, you didn't even fucking hear them, so there you go. Anyway, so we view Raw. This Raw was actually a lot better than the past two Raws, in my opinion. This was actually a pretty good Raw, and the third promo between Cena and Cody. Well, it's the first promo really where it's back and forth between Cena and Cody. But this was by far the best one. This was great. And Cody did very well in this promo, actually. I've got to give it to Cody on this. He came back, and I didn't think he would. But yeah, and this is supposed to be, what I've heard, Cena's last appearance until WrestleMania. I don't think it is. I just think just because he's scheduled doesn't mean he's not going to show up. I mean, he has to be honest. He has to, because there has to be a bit more, you know, a bit more revelation. Like, because, you know, Cody was trying, if you listen to that promo, Cody was trying to make Cena reveal why he actually really did it, because you know, Cody exposed that during the past 2 weeks, Cena has been lying. So it's not really his issue with the fans. It's something bigger. So that something bigger issue might be that I'm always been the, like the, you know, the Hulk Hogan, the fucking, I've always sucked Vince McMahon's dick to get where I am. I'm a dick rider, you know, and dick riders, I'm a corporate dick rider, you know, so, and the Hollywood Illuminati shit, you know, so it could be more to reveal there. So, you know, there was hints there, because Cody saying that why Cena, why, but Cena cut him off. So when people say, oh, Cena didn't say why, Cena's still not said why he did what he did after Elimination Chamber turning heel. But Cody's hinting there is a reason, more of a reason why than Cena fucking addressing the crowd like he's been doing the past 2 weeks. But obviously Cena cut him off. So if fans are saying, oh, well, Cena still didn't say the reason why he fucking, you know, turned heel, he's going to. Believe me, because they hinted it. So I believe that they were going to do that. You know, they're going to reveal. Hopefully it'll be the Illuminati Hollywood Elite, and hopefully there'll be a good faction being shown in the Hollywood Elite. But yeah, this promo was gold. The only thing wrong with this promo, it was nothing to do with the promo. It was obviously the Cody taking fucking 10 minutes to get to the ring, and obviously the crowd chanting, Cody, Cody Rhodes, Cody Rhodes. I mean, is that a fucking chant? I mean, Manchester United fans don't chant like that. Is that a City chant or an Arsenal chant? I don't know. I know what it's off. It's off the fucking advert. Daddy, daddy cool. Daddy, daddy cool. 'Cause the bitches all call me daddy, daddy cool. I fuck the bitch so hard, I make her drool. She drools on my cock. It goes up 12-inch and the bitch can't stop because I'm daddy, daddy cool. Daddy, daddy cool. Sorry. Oh God, please! Try and be normal! Come on! It's gonna spend all my time around a dog. I don't spend time around humans. I just spend time around animals, so I don't really know how to alliterate myself to human beings as much as I do to animals. I am so sorry. But yeah, I mean, I get it. Like, you're there in the crowd, you want to have a good time, but for us viewers at home, it gets fucking annoying. So I just fucking fast forwarded it into the promo. I'm like, fuck this. I don't want to hear this shit. I just want to get straight to the promo. And straight off the cuff, exactly what I wanted. Cody not there, really. After the crowd started chanting, Cody gets straight down to business, and that's what I haven't been seeing from Cody at all. And it's good to see that from Cody. He's taking this seriously, like he's in for a fight of his motherfucking life at WrestleMania, So yeah, now they start the promo as Cody grabs the mic from Cena and tells Cena, well, you can make fun of me like Melissa and the way I feel and the Stardust. And then Cody said, and you can also make fun of me because I get booed out of a company I helped created, meaning I got booed out of AEW. Yes, because Cody did get booed in his final days in AEW, so that was what Cody was referring to. And then Cody tells Cena, now this is probably the most important bit in the promo. Not the best bit, but the most important bit that people should remember if, Cena comes back or The Rock comes back before WrestleMania in weeks to come, because they'll be following off what Cody said to Cena in this segment. Before Cena gets the mic, Cody tells Cena to come clean. Come clean, you motherfucker. Stop lying and tell the crowd why you turn heel, because it isn't anything to do with them. There's something deeper going on in this, Cena. Something deeper that's corrupting your soul. There's something deeper going on, and so, yeah, this is going to be followed up, because there's going to be a why soon. I'm not I'm definitely not a fucking WWE guy, and not on The Office, but I am actually of the thinking. A lot of people would disagree that you should trust the process now, because you had to do it with the week before The Rock came, and people were shitting all over it, saying The Rock wants Cody's soul, and then you had something great happen with that no one saw, Cena turning heel. I mean, people complaining that, I've complained about it, Cena not following up and why has he turned, but believe me, I guarantee if I don't, then I'll shove a stick up my ass and pummel myself to death with it. I'll shove a stick up my ass and put it and fucking make a video of it on OnlyFans. Oh God. Yeah, that's what I'll do. Yeah, if Cena doesn't say why for WrestleMania, I'll shove a big fucking sharp stick up my ass and please women with it on OnlyFans. I'm fucking mad. I need help. Anyway, so he's saying why he's turning heel, and with this, Cena's facial expressions are just priceless. I mean, It's just the same stone-faced expression on Cena's face throughout the whole promo, from the way, talking. That same expression. That's what, separates Cena from everyone else when it comes to speaking. Or actually, everyone else from this era. Obviously Cena can't talk as good as The Rock or Austin can, or Foley can, but believe me, Cena can fucking talk. And, his facial expressions were fucking bang on again. Just that face of, disgust. Like that, just that face of, you never knew who the fuck I was. Kind of thing. Like, this is the real me. Or, nothing's funny about this. I sincerely hate you motherfucking people, and I hate wrestling. This that face that's going to tell the whole story of this story. Is that face. It's what started the story, was the Cena face, and it's what's going to end the story, is Cena's face. It's going to be the main thing that Cena's going to rely on, is his facial expressions, which he has nailed to the core. Core, did I say? Right. So Cena then grabs the mic and says, "Oh, Cody boy, you've been protected long enough by these marks and these company and this fucking, this TKO or whatever, who's ever in charge of WWE now, and all the Cody crybabies. I think they've protected you enough." And when Cena said that, I was like, here we go. Now we're getting a work shoot type of promo, because that's what I've been thinking, and it's true. It's the best heels are the ones who think they're telling the truth. They believe in what they're saying. But to be honest, I believe, I agreed with everything what Cena was saying here until Cody got on the mic. Until Cody got the microphone from him, right? So Cena's saying Cody's been protected long enough, which I think he has. He's not been exposed. He's not really been exposed properly. He's not put himself out there unfiltered enough, in my opinion. And Cena keeps saying, he says Cody's manipulated his way to the top of the business, which it's kind of interesting. That there could be some truth to that. He is Dusty's son, so that's gonna give him leeway, obviously, being Dusty's son and how much Dusty's respected in the wrestling world. So I don't believe, Cody obviously shuts that down, but maybe he has. I'm not there, but it seems that way sometimes, that Cody kind of has manipulated his way to the top of the business through this current regime. Not through Vince McMahon's regime, but through this current one. I think he has. And with the Mark fan base, he definitely has manipulated his way to the top. And then Cena then says Cody Rhodes is nothing more than my chauffeur. And he says he's going to bury Cody. He's not, going to bury Cody. And Cena says that he doesn't bury talent, because Cena, obviously a lot of people have said throughout the years, Cena buries talent. No, Cena is the motherfucking talent. This was great. Cena says he buries mediocrity. Because face it, and this is true, this is true. A lot of these wrestlers, compared to John Cena, mid, as MJF would say. They're mid. They cannot ride on Cena's jock strap. It might not be a very big jock strap for all the steads that he's been taking throughout the years, but you know what I'm saying, don't you? Anyway, Yeah, so the great line of, you know, mediocrity, because really Cody is mid. I'm not saying that as, he is champion, yeah. He's one of the hottest stars in WWE. But if you compare him, obviously, like I've said before, to the acts from back in the Dizzy, then, the wrestlers from back in the Dizzy, he would be mid. If he was in the Attitude Era, Cody would be mid card at best. I'm just being truthful. Same with Punk, to be honest. Punk, even though Punk he would be great in the Attitude Era with his promos, he'd still be mid card. You know, he'd still be, on the level of Jeff Jarrett or, like Owen Hart was on the mid level in the Attitude Era, wasn't he? So yeah, that's where Cody and people like Punk would be in the Attitude Era. In my point, they would be there. So then Cena then starts getting real fucking personal and starts getting more aggressive, shouting in Cody's face, saying that he's unauthentic, he's too lame, he's scripted, and he tricks the fans to love mediocrity. That he couldn't have said that any better, because that all is fucking true. That's all I've been complaining about with Cody. Is he is. And do you know what this felt like? To be honest, before Cody got the microphone, this felt like what Cena did to Austin Theory a couple of years ago, when Cena completely destroyed Austin Theory. Just completely destroyed him. Like, just showed him how fucking green he actually was. And I was thinking, bloody hell, man, he's fucking murdering Cody. Cody better come back, because bloody hell. Because now the fans are going towards Cena. The fans are now actually chanting Cena. You see the fans clapping in the audience, and I'm clapping at home. And I'm like, the fans are turning to Cena's way, They are. You can fucking see it when he's saying these things, because all of it is kind of true. And, Cody does come across as, manufactured. Very manufactured and very scripted. I'm not saying, I don't know whether it's his fault or, if he can do it on his own, which I'll say after the promo, how I feel about that. But definitely, and yeah, it kind of does trick the fans into loving mediocrity. Nothing wrong with loving mediocrity, but god damn, if you want the good shit, then like, you want the good weed, you get the best fucking weed. You get the fucking blueberry, you get the fucking Skittles, you get the fucking Cali Orange. You don't get the fucking cess or the fucking spice. No, definitely not get the spice. Never touch that shit. I've never touched it anyway, so, other shit like that. But you know what I mean? You get the fast food, you get the shirt. Roman Reigns said it. You don't get the fast food. Oh, buddy boys! No, you get the sirloin steak, the filet mignon. And Cena is basically the filet mignon to Cody's $1 sloppy chicken burger. Cena's the filet mignon. I'm thinking Cena is murdering Cody. I actually feeling sorry for Cody at this time. And then Cena keeps saying, Cody, you do not act like yourself. You're not acting like yourself. That fucking gay tattoo on your fucking neck that's supposed to be on your arm, and you're acting like some little fucking, like a little faggoty 16-year-old kid who's afraid of public speaking. And the fans are just, really on Cena's side, to be honest. You can tell. And Cody, though, has got, still got a straight face on him. I'm like, fucking hell. If I was Cody, I'd be feeling the pressure. I'd be feeling the pressure right now. And then Cena then says that Cody ain't nothing but a common fan. More just like the common fans. So he plays to the die-hard wrestling audience. Now, and then, Cena then says, he's going to expose Cody for who he really is. A poster boy, wannabe superstar. And I agree with that. Because he is a poster boy, wannabe superstar. He's not on Cena's level. He's not on Reigns' level. And he's definitely nowhere near the level of The Rock or Stone Cold or Mick Foley. So, the crowd are with Cena. The crowd are chanting Cena and kind of booing Cody now. Because Cody gets the mic. And fucking hell, the first thing he said, really, I was like, this is so predictable. Because he said something about, the same old shit as I'm here to please the fans. And then the fans started booing because the fans could see through that shit. Because Cena actually said, man, the fans can see through unauthenticity. And I do not think that Cody is authentic. Maybe he is in his head, but to a fan like me, he comes across as being unauthentic. So, Cody gets the mic, and I think he's gonna die. First thing he says is, "Oh, I'm here for the people, for the crowd." I'm like, "What the fuck? This is what you always say." But then, this is where it gets interesting. Then Cody surprises me. Cody fucking surprises me here. Because then Cody says, yeah, you saying that I'm the motherfucking chosen one and I've been, manipulated my way to the top and the office has chosen me. Ain't you the one that the big boss man who used to work here but does not work here anymore spent nearly 20 years protecting you? Not turning you heel, making you babyface, making you the guy of the company, even though fans fucking hated it at the time, which they did. And who could that be? Who could Cody be talking about? Well, it doesn't take a rocket science to figure out who he's talking about. He's talking about Satan himself, the Machiavellian master manipulator, the higher power. Austin's worst nightmare, Vince McMahon. God damn it. What do you think Vince is doing? Just looking there saying, God damn, you mentioned my name. God, I can't fire you anymore. I cannot sue you anymore. God damn it. Let me get some fucking hitmen from New York that I know from back in the day. See if Trump can help me out. I think Trump probably will be helping Vince out. That's why the fucking case has been dropped. I think. Because, Trump and Vince go back. Trump and Vince are close. And they share a lot of the same, similar personality traits. Kind of. I'm not saying anything good or bad about it. Just, that's the way both of them are. But, I can see Vince, getting off shit. And I think the case has been dropped now, hasn't it? Against Janelle Grant or something. Yeah, because... So you never know. Vince could come back, and he could have been the mastermind, behind the whole shtick. Or it could be me, Austin. It was me, Austin. It could be Triple H, who's the mastermind. You remember when Triple H was the mastermind behind running over Austin? That was a great fucking heel turn right there. I think I mentioned that. Anyway, so Cody comes back. Right? It surprises me because this is Cody's best promo that he's cut ever, in my opinion. He's gone neck and neck to Cena in this promo and kept up. I'd say that this promo, no one won in this promo. I think Cena did fucking great, and Cody, when it looked like Cody was dead and buried, Cody came back strong. And I've got to admit that. So I'm not a Cody hater. I'm just seeing what I see. So if I don't feel someone, doesn't mean because I'm a hater. It's because I just do not feel them. They're unauthentic. I'm not saying that I'm a Cody hater. I want Cody to do well. I think he can do well. And he is doing well. He just has, does come across as being very unauthentic. Now, yes, so Cody says, yes, Vince McMahon chose you, but he's not your daddy. Vince ain't here anymore to protect you. No, but he's not getting bummed in jail at the moment. He's not here to protect you. He's too busy fucking sitting on an island shitting on some poor girl's fucking head, probably. Anyway, Cody says that it's not him that's been protected over all these years, but really it's John Cena's been protected for all these years with all the fucking Make-A-Wish shit and all the Fruity Pebble and all the fucking the salutes that I used to do to the Marine salutes, the Marines which he was never in. Like, that was fucking corny as fuck. And, the spinner belt, made a belt for you. Yeah, Vince basically put the whole fucking company behind you and gave Cena basically everything. Gave Cena the Hulk Hogan treatment. So there's truth right there in Cody's promo. Right there. So right back at you, motherfucking Cena. So yeah, and then Cody says, probably referring to an old steroid joke, because obviously back in the day Cena was probably on the juice. So he's saying that Cena has got more dick in his promo. That means he's been more of a dickhead in his promo than he has down in his drawers. Meaning that obviously he's got a very tiny little cocktail sausage down there because of all the steroids, probably. So start taking that Viagra, Cena. Or smoke cannabis. I've heard cannabis can be good for... It is actually good for sexual health. Cannabis. It is. So, then Cody says, yeah, Cena's got more dick in his promo than he does in his drawers. Then Cody says, Cena wants to make fun of him for appearing to be a 16-year-old kid, while Cena hangs out with fucking Zac Efron wishing he was 16 secretly. I mean, I've heard of Zac Efron. Is he a teenager? Zac Efron. Oh, he obviously used to be a teenager. All us adults used to be teenagers. I used to be a teenager. A very fucked up one. But anyway, yeah. So I don't know whether Zac Efron's a teenager after research that, but that's a pretty good line right there. Quite a good comeback line back there from Cena. Ran to Zac Efron and Cena hanging out with him, wishing he was 16 again. I have to do some research, find out if that's true or not. And then Cody saying that Cena has created a lot of disenfranchised fans over the decades, and which actually made Cody break through in the independents, because for a big long time, still today, since 2001, the WWE fans from year after year have been more disillusioned with the product more than ever. And who was leading the ship during them years of the fans feeling, disenfranchised and just their intelligence being insulted? Because they've seen everything in the Attitude Era. And then we get to the Ruthless Aggression Era and business slowly goes downhill. You still get great wrestling. But then, obviously, the Benoit stuff, and then the PG era, which was the worst era. And you had all that, that disenfranchised fans. You had the kids chanting Cena, let's go Cena, and the men chanting Cena sucks. And we're getting our intelligence insulted on a weekly basis, and we still do. Just that these past couple of years with the Bloodline storyline and what happened at last year's WrestleMania. No, I can't forget the Yeselmania with Daniel Bryan, WrestleMania 30. They went through a good period then. And the period where Seth Rollins cashed in the Money in the Bank and the Brock Lesnar Suplex City period. That period was alright. But yeah, the big period in wrestling where a lot of fans were disenfranchised, and who was leading the show? It was Cena. Cena was the face of the company until COVID, until Roman Reigns came in with the head of the table shit. So yeah, so got Cody's coming right back at Cena, strong. I'm like, whoa, fucking Cody, where did this come from? I mean, need more of this from you. You know, we do, because you're not right. This promo Cody's not sounding like some fucking AI bot or some manufactured guinea pig. You know what I mean? Like a robot. Like what he's gonna say. He actually sounds like a human being that's pissed off, and going to go to the depths of wherever he needs to go to put Cena or take Cena off his game mentally. And Cena trying to do it with Cody, trying to bait him in, and Cody just comes right back at him and stands his ground. And that's very hard to stand your ground with someone like Cena. And Cena's only got better through the years. I mean, this fucking facial expressions and his promo. How do you come back from that? And Cody did. A lot of people. I have thought that Cody would be choking like Eminem did on 8 Mile. Choke, choke, choke. But no. Cody came back, and I'm thinking, fucking hell, yes. Now we're back and forth. And that's why I said, because Cena disenfranchised fans so much, he had to make a name for himself on the independents, which he did. And I heard that he did very well in the independents. And then he did help start AEW. He was like the EVP of the company or something like that. And then, the crowd is slowly got going on Cody's side now. So, you thought you see the crowd on Cena's side because you didn't know that Cody was going to come back so strong. But now the crowd are like on Cody's side, as they should, because Cody is the babyface. And then, Cody says, John, you're still my hero, which the crowd boos, because you're like, what the fuck are you talking about? But then says, but you're also a fucking worthless piece of shit. And then there you go. So, Cody saved himself because I thought he was going to say, you're still my hero, and then nothing. That would have been fucking, like, what the fuck? But then, obviously, makes sense of that by saying, you're still a piece of shit, though. So, then Cena gets the microphone back and says, like all these people in the audience, your brain is filled with shit, not facts. I don't actually think he said shit, but feces he said. But if I was saying it, I'd say your brain is filled with fucking bullshit, not facts. And then Cena then says that, basically saying that he makes chicken salad out of chicken shit. You give him something bad, he'll make it into something good, which is true. Cena knows how to do that very well. Make chicken salad out of chicken shit. That's why he was the face of the company for ages. Because he was giving bullshit for a long time with Cena, but he made it work. So Cena be given absolutely nothing, be stripped down, and could still make things work. That's what's making chicken salad out of chicken shit. So that was a bit of truth there. Unlike Cody and the rest of these unrelevant wrestlers that have came after him, that Cena thinks no one can touch his jock strap. And basically he tells Cody, which this is another good one, that Cody couldn't take it anymore. He couldn't. He turned into Stardust, and Cena was on top. Cody was, always a jobber kind of thing, always in the background, just his daddy's son. And he quit the company to steal some chump change from a billionaire from another company. Now, who could that billionaire for another company be that he stole chump change for? Well, doesn't take a rocket scientist, does it? He's the owner of Fulham, he's the owner of the Jackson Jaguars, his last name is Can, and his first name's a Tony! Tony Can. Yes. So yeah, he's saying basically referencing AEW, saying you won't have your hands in the cookie jar, just taking little chunk change from billionaires at AEW. And then, what a great promo. Then Cena goes to leave, goes through the middle apron, is on the ring apron at the other side of the ring apron, and Cody says, wait a minute. And says something that touches Cena's nerves to the core. You know, this is what he says. Like it or not, the fans have never ever chanted to me, you can't wrestle. And the look on Cena's face just, what the fuck? It was like when when Cody said something about The Rock's family during that press conference before WrestleMania 40, which made The Rock slap him. Because The Rock he said something about your granddaddy family would be ashamed of you. And that was kind of Cena's reaction. Cena's like, what the fuck? Did you say that? You really have touched a nerve, you know. Because deep down, that must have bothered Cena a lot. For him to put his all, because he did put his all in matches, for the crowd just to say, you can't wrestle. And a lot of it, he's not the best in-ring wrestler. But, you know, he's had some decent matches over the years, Cena, with Kevin. I remember he had a decent match with Kevin Owens. When he did that United States Open Challenge matches. He was having some good matches then. He had some good matches with AJ Styles, you know, back some years back. So, yeah. Cena basically comes back into the ring, and Cena's looking like they're going to throw down, here we go. Now they're finally going to touch each other. Cena smirks, turns his face away, that distracts Cody for a second, making Cena think he's got the upper hand on Cody. Cena comes to swing for Cody, but Cody sees Cena coming, and boom, hits the crossroad on Cena, which knocks Cena out cold. That was a great promo. That's the best promo out of these 3 weeks. I mean, this is why, because both knocked it out of the park. In the past 2 weeks, it was Cena who was knocking it out of the park. Cody was kind of ruining it the past 2 weeks. And I thought he was going to do it again tonight, you know. And we didn't get the same promos the past 2 weeks. Didn't have Cena just go on the fans. And, we got a hint of what the explanation of Cena turning heel might be. We got a strong hint about that. And we got a great back and forth, a great personal back and forth. You know, this probably is the best back and forth promo since the great promo years back between Punk and MJF. It reminds me a lot of that promo. Both fucking going at each other. I don't know who won this promo. You know, because both of them were fucking laying it on. Fucking great. It was a great promo. And, you know, it makes me, you know, when good things like this happen, you know, in my opinion, this is my opinion. A lot of people might hate the promo. Probably Vince Russo probably hated it. I don't know. I sometimes think Vince Russo hates things, not because he hates things, just because it's his gimmick to hate things, if you know what I mean. I just try not to be too critical about things and over analytical. I feel like analyze. Is that saying that being over analytical is the main destroyer of joy in life? Obviously I'm going to review it and going to pick out shit that weren't good. But this promo to start the fucking show was absolutely knocked it out the park. And Raw was not a bad show this night.